a struggle of 1,000 mistakes that I cannot retake, but for his sake. I've been picked, chosen, you might say, for this very day. Like a rhyme that is finally in tune, immune to conflicting thoughts that has been bought and set free. Am I now to be this unique potpourri? Finally fragrant like a flower blooming in hard pavement, radiantly gifted, lifted above the madness of a raging world. But suppose our world shifts from the right into the left, would we be stressed, compressed, exposed, challenging our best with the night devour, deflower, hold power over growth, the oath that was taken that I might be shaken yet again?
Yet we are here, at the right moment, the right time, everything perfectly aligned, set apart. Knowing we were made for this moment, we won't depart. Let's breathe in our story, find the glory, so that we may have light.
I didn't see you there, Mara. I thought I was alone.
Oh, I didn't mean to startle you. I was just stepping away from the noise of the city, and I saw your light on. Sorry if I'm bothering you. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. But I'm so glad I found you. I know I've told you this 1,000 times, Red, but you have such an incredible gift. Nobody knows wildflowers the way you do, and it all comes so natural to you. I'm elevated, inspired, wired by it.
It's nothing really. I mean, it's just a bunch of flowers. Anyone other than me could do this.
Wrong. It's everything. Only you could create something beautiful out of all of this. And you must create it. For I feel so much better when I look at these flowers and breathe in their scent. You must own this gift of yours, Red. Step into it.
I guess it's just difficult. But what about you? I mean, shouldn't you be working, copying and typing those torn letters for the market?
I was just stepping away, taking a little breather, clearing my head from all the chaos and noise, just trying to catch my breath. Out here, I can do that. It's like this glorious, radiant breath of life. I feel on fire out here. This helps me remember so that I can type those torn letters. Oh, speaking of the market, you are coming to it. Everyone will be there. It's important that you show up.
I hope so. I mean, if I can, it's just a lot of people, Amara, and you know how I feel about being around that many people.
But you must show up. You bring such life to everything. You're an important part of the work, Red. In fact, I was so recharged by one of your bouquets that was placed around the Mission District. I saw this glow right alongside one of those rundown buildings. I mean, it was hard to miss. It brought this rare beauty, this cool, eye-catching...
I have lots to do, Amara, to get ready for tomorrow and all. If I'm to make those beautiful bouquets that you rave about, then I must wander these hillsides and collect lots of different flowers. But it was really nice seeing you.
Right, okay. I'm sorry I intruded. I know I'm a little anxious. I always seem to somehow scare, turn people away. I get a little too wired, you might say.
No, it's okay. I need a little bit of time to myself to put everything together. It just takes a lot of work.
I get that. Trust me. The hillsides await you, just like my walk awaits me. Hey, how about I come by early and we can walk together to the festival? I can help you carry your flowers.
Really? I like that a lot. I mean, you'll show up, right? You'll walk with me, you'll stay with me.
Of course, Red. That's what friends do.
Good. It'll be nice to have someone to walk with, you know? I mean, there's just so many people at the market, and it's just... I should get back to work now, Amara. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope your walk calms you.
Thanks for this beautiful display of light, Red. I hope you realize just how much it helps me. So long for now.
Flowers bruised, yet pruned to bloom, an heirloom that displays an eternal light that shines bright with a purpose, worth fighting for. The mighty bronze winner. No, the gold winner. Yeah, the gold winner with tiny little glitter on it. Sparkling, edible glitter. Odella wins the game. The crowd cheers and I run like a mad woman did.
Hey! What were you doing, Odella? What, are you trying to kill me?
Oh no, why would Armand do that? I wasn't trying to hurt you. I mean, after all, if I did intend on hurting you, I'd do something much grander. Yeah, something much grander. Like chasing after you with a dirty Argyle sock. Oh yeah. Or no, better yet, chasing after you. Wear rain, a pair of Argyle socks. With a really, like sharp as ever, pencil. Although, pencils never really do stay sharp, do they? I mean, I break them all the time. And then I get really bummed out about it. Like, I'm scarred for days. Like, there's this huge black cloud completely covering my head, and I don't want to pick up another pencil because I'm just... Okay, scratch that. I'd run after you with a really, like sharp as ever, toenail. Yup, if I intended on hurting you.
I can't believe I'm having this conversation with you. Now focus. Did you get the fishing pole like I asked?
Oh, I knew there was something I was supposed to get you. Like, don't be mad, because man, did I find an adventure. You see, on the way to get your fishing pole, I found this intriguing pile of garbage on the side of the road. And boy, did it stink, like, it stunk, like, it was nasty. But get this, underneath a pile of old wet tinsel, I found this, a beautifully used, broken tennis racket. Ta-da!
Enough of your adventures, Odella. Now this moment is not about you, it's about me and how am I ever going to get my work done if I don't have the proper tools to work with? I mean, you don't want me to regress, do you? You know how hard life is for me, Odella. I mean, I don't think I can ever get my work done now, today, after all you've put me through. Will this nonsense ever stop? Will this horrible life of mine ever get better? Oh, poor me. up to while I find you a fishing pole. But me, Odella, well, I'll catch all of your fish for you today. Oh, I couldn't ask that much of you. I mean, after all, I am just a small, little, innocent, yet abused, distressed young woman with a horrible, brutal, terrible, frightful, revolting, repulsive, horrendous, ghastly, nasty, detestable, heinous, scandalous. Enough, Odella. You get the picture. But yes, a painful, very painful backstory. And oh, how it has scarred me. But if you really want to do my work for me today, then, well, you would kind of be like my savior. Savior? Really? Odella the savior. Bright lights, train crowd, lightning. No, that always hurts. Been struck one too many times. But fireflies, yes, soft fireflies that don't taste like burnt hair. Yes, Odella the savior and bright firefly lights. Odella! Why don't you, my savior, run along down your bright lights of whatever, and take this here bucket, and fill it up with lots of fish for me. And I promise I won't hold anything against you. Well, that is very kind of you, Naveen. But what do I catch them with? Can I please have my racket back? Yes, a mighty racket to catch some fish with. Every savior needs one. Fine. Just get the job done, please, and get out of my hair. Now then, off with you. Run along now. A thank you and goodbye. I'm off then. Yes, be the best savior one can be. To the mud puddle to catch some fish. Wait. Odella, no, the sea. What's fish in the sea? Oh, what a miserable waste.
If you did your own work, you wouldn't have to worry about it being done the wrong way.
How do you expect me to do my work in this dreadful state I'm in? Really, Kata, you should know my calamities, and don't you have work to do?
Don't start with that, oh, woe is me excuse. And my work is all finished. I'm just looking for something else to do. Not your work. Something different for once.
Please, the only job you're good at is foraging this dirty earth. Anything more and it would probably break you. Excuse me? Oh, Kata, don't take offense. It's just tough jobs like mine are made for sturdier people like me. Don't be unhappy though. Being a forager is, well, fun. Too bad it leaves such a stain though. See you tomorrow night, and Kata, maybe you should really think about washing those dirty hands of yours.
No. I can be tougher, cleaner. I'm made to do much more than just forage some plants. I know there's a better part for me, better work, something important. I just have to find it.
Oh, there you are, Kata. We've been looking for you everywhere. You were down at the docks this afternoon. Sell your tinctures?
Hey, Whitney. Sorry. They went fast today, so I left early. I'm all sold out.
Oh, I bet they did. People love your products. It always helps them heal, recover. I personally don't know how to do without them.
Yeah, you've completely turned my life around. So the shelter. But we got major problems down there.
Yep, got bugs everywhere. Everybody's itching and nobody wants to lend a hand. I'm so overworked, but there's so much work to be done. I'm exhausted, Kata.
Okay, listen. I have a few extra tinctures back at my house. Let me run home, and then I'll drop them off at the shelter. I remember the last time this happened, we had to evacuate everyone. Good thing it was summer and they could just sleep outside.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen again. You're the best, Kata. Nobody knows how to get rid of bed bucket just like you do. You're exactly the help I always need.
Hey, Whitney, take this. Kalani gave it to me months ago. Not much use to me. Looks like you could use it now.
I certainly can.
Kalani Stories has a way of making things right again. I love to hear them.
Yep, they're always put me back on the right path in a way they re-energize me. You're a lifesaver, Kata. I'll meet you back at the shelter. And when? Let's see if we can find you a place to sleep in the meantime.
Yeah, fighting bedbugs. Wow, what a job. There has to be better work.
afternoon will be filled with such great festivities, and you will hear so many stories that your head will simply burst with too much knowledge. You know, I have a soft spot for your eagerness to learn. So fine, just this once, on this night full of whatever's in the air. Now then, what do you have for me tonight? A dragon. Yes. Mischief, yet authority and triumph. Let's see what we can come up with, shall we? Yes, I think I know a good one. Shall we begin? Our story begins with a woman. She's standing on the moon, dressed in sunlight, crowned with 12 stars. She gives birth to a child and cries out in the pains of childbirth. And then, a dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and a crown upon each head. With one flick of his tail, he knocks a third of the stars from the sky and dumps them down to earth. He crouches before the woman, angry, poised to devour the child. The child, who will one day rule nations, is taken into safety, and the woman finds respite in the safety of the desert. The dragon is furious, and a great war breaks out, with the dragon being thrown down from the sky onto the earth. He is wild, raging with anger, for he hasn't much time, and he knows it. The dragon goes after the woman, but the woman was given the great wings of an eagle to fly to safety and comfort. In all of his rage, he vomits a river to drown the woman, but the earth, in its greatness, swallows up that river. Helpless, the dragon rages at the woman, but then turns from her to make war with the rest of her children. What's this all about? Frightened? Well, there is no need, for this story has a wonderful ending where you There is no need to be frightened. It is just the sounds of the night, that's all. I'm sorry I told you that story. You can be quite persistent, though. You must realize that not all of our stories have these... There. It's just the sounds of the boats on the docks. There are new ships coming in late tonight for the market. You should know this. We've been working so hard to prepare. Now then, why don't you run along home and find the safety of your bed? I'm sorry I scared you. Our stories are filled with such strange and wonderful adventures. You should know this by now. Now then, run along and find peaceful slumber, for all is well. I promise. So good night, dear child. Mighty your acts, and marvelous our song.
to a bad person is... Oh, I know this one by heart. Torn pages can't erase it from my soul. You're like a muddy spring, polluted with water. And this one, even better. The road of right living bypasses evil. Watch your step and save your life.
Come on, Fishy, come on now. Be a good little fishy and jump onto my racket now. And Fishy, if you could please tell your friends about my racket and have them jump onto, well then, that'd be just swell. Watch out for the holes in the racket now. Balance yourself. Okay, Fishy. Don't make it hard for me to catch you. Just like appear like, ta-da, here I am. Catch me, you mighty savior.
What you trying to catch there, Odella?
Just going to get me some fish, Amara. I'm just having a bit of trouble.
Now, isn't this Naveen's job? Don't tell me she has you doing her work again.
Just helping us all. I'm kind of like her savior after all. Come on now, Fishy, itty bitty tiny little fishy fish that needs to appear like right now.
Hey, Odella, how about putting down that racket and catching something better?
Yeah, I really wish I could because this is like really hard work. I'm a little perplexed too at where you would even find fish that need some catching. I mean, I've been to a ton of places throughout the night. Mud puddles, a few fire hydrants, a goat trap, and 16, wait, no, 17 water coolers. I just can't find any fish. I'm so exhausted.
I can imagine. Doing somebody else's job can be pretty exhausting, but I've told you this 1,000 times, Adela, that people have a skill set that is uniquely for them, and maybe you don't have the beans. But I got a novel idea. How about getting back to what you're supposed to be doing? Look, here's someone right before your eyes who needs catching.
Oh no, Mara, look, we've got to get him over to the mission district. Here now, hello, little fishy person. Let's try and stand you up now. Careful, Amara, don't break him. Look, Amara, look. He's wearing Argyle socks. This one is very special. I've got to go get him sobered up. Get some food and water in him. And then a long night nap for both of us. Oh, and Amara, keep my racket. It's too much of a distraction. I've got some real work to do. Come on now, fella, nice little Argyle sock fella.
Riding on somebody else's passion always stops you dead in your tracks. We are made for our own work, no matter how difficult it may be.
tinctures. That storm messed up everything, shook everything up.
You're shaken? How do you think I feel? My life is always like that. Constantly full of fear and trouble, ruining anything good in my life. Oh, poor me. Poor me. Will I ever catch a break? Will these afflictions ever stop?
Hello, friends. Good day to you. By any chance, do you happen to know where?
Good day? Are you serious? Were you not just part of that horrific storm?
Of course. I was. Oh, and thank goodness I had my trusty boat to keep me safe. My boat didn't feel a thing.
Really? How? Our entire village was hit pretty hard. How is your boat fine?
Just built extra tough, I guess. Plus, I've traveled through much worse.
Well, I have too. In fact, I'm probably as tough as they get. Just like that boat of yours.
Well, then you must know that it's nice to have a tough boat to get you through the afflictions of a storm. The boat did all the work. In fact, we were all sleeping through the entire thing. It really makes our work so much easier.
And what exactly do you do?
Oh, you know, a little of this, a little of that. Trading and selling our goods mostly. We're just out to help people, you know, make their lives a little easier, spread a little kindness. We're all in this together, after all.
That we are. And where exactly do you come from?
From everywhere, I guess. With all of our exporting and trading, we travel all around the world. It's actually really fun work and super easy, too. In fact, we're always looking for more workers, guaranteed a simple and easy, pain-free life. And I arrived just in time for this famous market I've heard about. Everyone around the world knows about the goods here. I do hope the storm didn't ruin anything. Can either of you tell me when and where this great market will take place?
Wow, I didn't know so many people had heard about our market. Well, it'll be here, on this dock, in about an hour. There's so many different goods and people. Wait till you see them all. And speaking of goodness, I still have so much I need to do. I don't know how I'll ever get it all done, especially with the heavy burdens that I carry. Such a difficult life I lead. Good thing I'm an overcomer. Make sure you stop by my booth. I have the highest quality fish on this island. Maybe we could do business?
I look forward to it.
As do I. Off I go then to try and pull myself together and finish this difficult work I must endure. I must find your towel at once. See you all this afternoon. Get away from me!
Oh, poor thing. Come here. Here. Something to help subside that hunger of yours. Come see me at the market and I'll give you more.
Wow, that was nice of you. The Mission District is a few blocks away. You would never know, but there is always a need to fill. Nice to see someone else lending a hand.
That's my job, to help anyone and everyone. And what exactly do you do? I mean, what's your work? If you don't mind my saying, I can see the weight of it all in your hands.
Me? I'm currently in between jobs, but I make tinctures to help with people's ailments. The storm might have just blown down my garden, though. I hope I can recover.
Tinctures? Huh? Sounds like a lot of hard work. Must take so much time and, well, by the looks of your hands, must be pretty painful. Maybe even embarrassing. And that's how a storm like this comes along and ruins everything. Why don't you stop by this afternoon and come see me at the market? Sometimes there's an easier way to do things. Maybe I could give you a pointer or two. What do they call you?
Kata.
And I'm Alizonia. Well then, Kata, I'm glad I ran into you. Always nice to find a new friend in times of great difficulty. Whew. Now then, I think I'll take a little nap before the market. Stretch out on my boat and breathe in the after-storm salty air. Oh, and look, the sun is starting to poke its head out. What a splendid day! I look forward to seeing you later at the market. And, oh, Kata, why not give those dirty hands a rest? so hard.
Oh, there we go, Kata. We really need your help. The roof blew off the mission chancellor and debris got down on the main room. You can really use extra pants if you're available. Kata!
I haven't even checked out my own home. I am always too busy focusing on everyone else to take care of my own needs. I assume my gardens were blown down and possibly even my own roof. I don't even have my coat anymore. How do you expect me to do it all?
Whoa, it's okay. I was just asking. I don't expect you to help us first. No worries. I was just seeing if you were available.
I'm not. I'm exhausted and tired and not even sure I'll even be able to make it to the market this afternoon. Not that anyone would even care anyhow. I mean, stupid teenagers aren't worth anything compared to big, fancy people who can take vacations on boats that don't fall apart.
Wait, Kata! Slogans don't mean words, but no actions are useless. And being together is an action, but sometimes a hard one. But to walk alongside each other, side by side, sometimes even carrying one another, is how the work gets done. Do not give up. Enjoy it. Help each other finish the race no matter the difficulties. And deepening our faith and renewing our love is how we will enable this course, even when we are tired of the battle. What do worthless and wicked people like? They are constant liars, signaling the deceit with the wink of an eye, or a nudge of the foot, or the wiggle of fingers. Do not become wary of this, but be on high alert, for the vicious wolves that try to rip apart the flock, twisting words to seduce you. Stay awake. And in our weariness, we must carry each other's burdens. If not, we fall prey to lies and attack our very core.
How would anyone make anything beautiful out of such a disaster? It's all just so broken and useless. Flowers aren't supposed to look this way. But I bet I could find a nice bouquet at that market. Yeah, I could go buy something all put together. Perfectly put together with a beautiful ribbon. I mean, I've never seen anything as ugly as these woodland flowers. I guess that's why they stay all the way out here, far from the human eye. I bet these flowers are even part of that great tapestry of Bellani's. I've read that story of hers. Damaged goods just don't have a place. The flowers at that market, though, they're probably much sturdier anyhow. Wouldn't break as easily. Well, I'm off then. To the wonderful market to buy some beautiful, perfectly put together flowers.
Bruised and torn, yearning to be reborn. I'll give you a new heartbeat. Revived, alive, with a new taste of life, which has been freely given because you've been driven from the lion's den. Again and again. Now redressed in your best, blessed with a new song that shows off the best of you. I'll shock you back to life, wipe away the strife that once held you down. You'll be a part of a much greater, more glorious flower crown. There you go, nice and gently now. I will revive you. Oh my goodness, oh, I didn't see you there, you startled me. Are you lost? The path to the town is just on the road there. In fact, I was on my way there myself. I was just waiting for my friend Amara to show up for me. But I guess she isn't coming, so goodbye.
Aren't you forgetting something?
No, I don't think so.
No, you are. It's okay. I don't bite.
Oh, thank you. But I really should be going now.
What should I tell your friend? You know, your best friend who promised to walk with you?
Well, something important must have come up for her not to show up. I mean, there's no need to tell her anything. She won't be coming after all.
Won't be showing up. Alone then? Shall I walk with
No,
you?
I mean, no, thank you. I'm sorry, but I really need to be going. I mean, there's a lot of people waiting on me, and they'll be worried sick, so I should really be
A
going.
lot of people watching and waiting for little old you? What about all of these? All your hard work just laying here, broken, in ruins. Must be hard to look at. I mean, seeing all this dirt on them and all.
It's no worry to me. I'll bring them back to life. I'll fix them up as soon as I return. I really need to go now.
Yes, hurry along now to a place where everyone is waiting for you to bring these. Shall I help you bring them back to life? I do know how to. It's actually quite easy.
No, I'll restore them. I'll bring them back to life as soon as I return. I just really need to
To
go
a
now.
place where you try desperately hard to sell your bizarre bouquets that nobody really understands or wants. Why does your work leave you feeling so alone all the time? Can't quite fit in now, can you?
What? Who are you? How do you know so much about me?
Everyone knows you, Red. You're famous. Why they tell your story in faraway lands. We've all heard your part of the dirty, filthy story. In fact, it's surrounded by bright red letters. Who could forget all of the things you've done? You have quite a colorful past that's hard to forget. And I've come just to look upon the face of the woman who declares victory in failure. Don't think a flower is going to make people forget your past, especially if it's dead.
How dare you bring up my past? I have no idea who you are, but I want nothing to do with you.
That's sad. I think you've forgotten who you are. You see, a broken flower will always need mending. I'll be around, Red. You'll know where to find me.
Keep the course, Red. Stay the course. Try and true. Don't drag your feet. Be like those who stay the course, committed to faith and get everything promised to them. I will keep persevering, keep fighting, keep moving towards victory. Remember that greater is he that is in you than he that is against you.
Great stories will be retold here today. A unique display of community brought together by great stories of truth. No, not today. Today, a different part of a story will be told. One that is chaotic. Do not let fear control you. For when a moment gets chaotic, remember that this is just a part in a much bigger story. That we were made for this moment. And we will ask ourselves, not what we can't do, but what we can do. What can we contribute to this chaos? What is missing? What is needed? Hello, Amara. I trust you slept well and got that walk you so desperately needed and are refreshed and ready to go.
I'm the best that I can be in this moment, Kalani. I copied more of the letters you gave me. You have many to choose from today. They'll look great on your tapestry. Oh, it's good to see you, Whitney.
Hello.
Here's your basket.
Why, thanks.
But where's everyone else? This place should be set up and ready to go by now. This is unlike everyone.
They should be here soon. I need to write a 2 times from the mission district. This is my favorite everything to see and hear. I know everyone I can think of.
Oh, I do hope Bud will show up. I really need to thank her for the flowers she decorated the mission district with.
Oh no, Red, I completely forgot to go and get her. I told her I would walk with her, but in my madness, I completely forgot. I have to go and get her. She'll think I deserted her.
Here I am. Here I am. All primed and ready. Just a little burden to solve. Odella, to be a good friend instead of myself over there. Ah, I seem somehow had time, Amara. Despite your little, troubles.
What is that supposed to be?
So touchy, Amara. Everyone knows about your illness. I mean, we've had to live with the repercussions of it for years. High, low, up, down. We're a little seasick from the ride. Oh, don't fret so. We love you despite your illness.
You know what? Your words and lifestyle are all nonsense. A phony backstory they rely on so you don't have to work.
Nonsense? You call my life nonsense? How dare you? You're the messed up manic mental lunatic and you call me nonsense? Enough of this tit for tat. However shall we stand together if we tear each other down so frequently? Kalani, it's so good to see you. I'm excited to hear some stories today, although I do have them more uplifting, something positive. Right, ear catching. Something to put me in a good mood. Please, you've been telling things that are kind of a drag lately, and I'm afraid you'll be losing your crowd soon, Kalani. If you don't change your tune, just give the people what they want, will you? Add something new to this tapestry.
What is this? Pickled fish Odella!
Navi needed my help, and well, I couldn't find any real fish, and I was so busy doing my own job, so I made these pretty little ones out of scraps of old paper, and that sticky glue that, well, actually tastes kind of good. Got stuck in my teeth though, see?
Oh no!
But I think that these look real nifty.
Odella, they're fake. How do you expect to sell fish that are fake?
Chill out, Amara. No one will know the difference. Please don't work yourself basement is full of enough. What happened?
I don't know. Maybe I'm tired, okay? Maybe I don't want to work so hard. I've actually stopped making extra tinctures, and don't you dare judge me, because maybe I'm so tired of my hands always looking like this. Dirty, soiled, and for what? Do you ever ask yourself why we do what we do? What's it for? Why work so hard when maybe there's a better way to do things? An easier way. Greetings! Step right up. We got the greatest show on earth. We have everything you need. A one-size-fits-all factory.
Candy, sugar, spice. How about a little slice? We have everything that feels nice.
And for the main attraction, the captain of the ship following a feel-good script, let me introduce to you to the ringmaster herself. The one, the only, grandest of grand, greatest of great, R.D.
And just in time, ladies and gentlemen, for when a storm rolls in, who can you turn to? Who can you trust? Who has your best interest in mind? When chaos sets in and fear takes hold, it's time to leave reason behind and jump on the wagon of happiness. Come one, come all, everyone is included, for I have your new one-step recipe for respite. Now how can I help? Who can I restore? Who wants to be first? Me! Yes, a volunteer. Come right down, come right this way.
This one will make you go taller, and this one will make you go smaller. Which one should do the trick? A quick fix, a getaway, a cruise ship to happiness. A one-time investment with nothing but emotional bliss. This will let us do all the hard work for you. We need to sit back and relax. A wonderful choice and a great price. Make sure to tell all of your friends we have plenty more.
And for a special price today, a quick pick-me-up to make life easier. Ease those tired hands, worn-out bodies, fragile minds.
One quick lap of this tincture, and all of your worries will instantly fade away.
Easy now, Kato. It's fine, Kalani. This is all just pretended fun. Stop being so on guard. Relax and enjoy yourself. Let me go down and just have fun for once. Greetings again. Remember me. Have I told you my horrible, horrible past of the woes and struggles for which I bear? I know I look like I have it all together, but really, it's a lot of work to be so healthy.
Let me introduce to you R.D. R.D., this is a most extraordinary young lady that I now call my friend. Why, she sells the best fish on this island and works extremely hard at it too. What do you say we offer her one of those? Let me take all your worries away, big cruise vacations. Free of charge, of course.
Want the best fish around? I'd love to sample one myself if that's okay with you. Nothing like the taste of a freshly caught fish. I mean, I have traveled all this way for you.
Me? Well then, of course, your grandest of lordships. I'd do anything for such a seeker like you. Odella, bring me the fish you just caught.
I can't. They just sold her something and she ran away. Looked a little mixed up.
Odella!
I mean, yes, right away. A freshly caught, swimmy fish.
Oh, what is this? Is this what I think it is? I don't know why you would ever bring me a thing such as this. I mean, we just met. Why would you ever bring me, a stranger who has traveled over land and sea through a terrible storm, to offer myself up to an island in such desperate need, something such as this? This amazing, extraordinary, beautiful, and very unique fish. young servant. Let us all bow down at the wisdom that is set before us.
Not so fast. We will do no such thing.
We? I'm sorry. Are you more than one? Are my eyes deceiving me? Are you some sort of a magician? Are you really many?
Cunning, sly, I'll give you that, but see-through? Completely.
Have I done something wrong? Are you accusing me of some unseen crime? Is this not the fair and just island that the entire world speaks of?
The entire world? They know us. Know me?
Yes, you and your island. That is why we are here, at this market of all markets, to offer up assistance to poor, tired, worn-out workers. It must be so hard living all alone on this island without the aid of a strong ship to assist you. I mean, if you ever wish to leave.
Leave? Why, where would we go?
You know, to a million places, but here, to ride upon great waves without a care in the world, to a better life, one that we are prepared to offer you. I see no crime in that. In fact, come all to me who are heavy laden, and I can give you rest.
How crafty. Do you think we can't see through you? Oh, your words sound familiar, but you're twisting the truth.
Is there a reason you don't want these people to hear the truth? You all have worked hard and deserve all that is coming to you. Enjoy the blessing, revel in the goodness.
I'm in. Have you any idea of what I've been through? I am the heaviest of laden. I would love to work for you. First sounds easy, but fun. Finally, poor me might be able to live an easy, carefree life.
Naveen, you can't just quit. You supply so much of the fish on this island that we need to survive. You're part of this team.
That's what you have Odella for?
Oh, Odella. Oh, I'm so sorry. Odella, you can't catch fish for a whole life. You kill them if they ate that.
Do you always tell people they can't do what they want to do, be who they want to be? I believe you are oppressing these people.
Oh, and telling them to eat paper fish is what? Helping them? It seems a little upside down.
Wrong. Telling someone they can't do something is wrong. Why, Odella here can be anything she wishes to be. Isn't that right, Odella?
Odella is great at empathy. Her empathy brings hope to our district. For assistance, that is what she's great at. That is her job.
Oh, the district. Yes, I've heard of that district. Why, entire communities around the world try their hardest to get rid of them.
Or at least hide them behind big billboard signs that when people step off their luxury cruises, they are out of sight. How will we ever become a happy, feel-good society with people like that around?
Do you even hear what you're saying? Kalani, what is going on?
I'm just speaking the truth is all. Why? Do you have a different version of it?
It is time to be in the presence of a great story. Shall I begin?
Please, Kalani, we are in great need of it.
Actually, why don't we change things up a bit? I hope RD tells us one this time.
No! I've heard quite enough from this RD. The market is known for Kalani stories, and so she will tell us one.
I have a good one.
Kalani!
I was beginning to wonder where you ran off to. It's about time you showed up. I do hope you have a good excuse for being late.
Just looking for a perfect bouquet of flowers for this occasion. I do believe I found one.
Flowers? Where were you? Where have you just come from? What have you done?
Accusations? Well, this is hardly the island I've heard so many great things about.
It's called accountability. This is our island and you are our guests. We welcome you, but not if you wish to stir up trouble.
Now where have you just come from?
Ah, you must be the best friend. Not so bestie, huh? I mean, breaking a promise is kind of mean. What's a poor, deserted girl to do? Who can she turn to when she has been let down one too many times? I do hope she, your best bestie, won't fall again. There you go. Nice and gentle now. I will revive you.
Give me that. What have you done to Red?
Just offered up a gentler reminder, that's all. Helter, what did you call it? Accountable.
Kalani, I have to go and find Red. And you have to make this circus leave right now.
If I might have everyone's attention, seeing that this storm has shaken our community, I say it is best if we cancel the market and meet back again for the nighttime story.
That's it? What about them? Tell them to go, Kalani. Tell them to get back on their fancy cruise ships and never return.
Such hostility, such opposition. This is the very thing we fight so hard against. One big happy community working effortlessly united. I am shocked, and now know that what they said about this island are all lies. My crew and I will pack up and return to our ship. We are clearly not wanted here. In our effort to offer up assistance, we have only stirred up trouble. It was my intent to give you all an easy solution, but as you can see, we are not wanted. Let us return, my faithful followers, and tell the world that we have not been accepted.
For those of you who wish to make amends and bid us farewell, those of you who I personally call friends will be on our ship processing this great letdown. I thank you for the warm welcome you offered me. There's still time to make this right.
And to stop the rumors we intend on spreading.
What was that? What just happened? Naveen, how could you blindly accept the awful? You don't even know them. And Kata, hard work is just that. Haven't you listened to any of Kalani's stories? Are they not a way of life to you?
I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm just so confused. All I know is maybe they opened my eyes a little bit. Is it so hard to just want a break? Something easy for once? Why is that so hard to understand?
Kata. Chaos enters the stage, and with it, vicious wolves. They dress in fancy attire, ready to rip apart the flock. Twisting words to seduce them, they prey upon laziness, weariness, and fear. Stay awake. They give the way of truth a bad name, smuggling in destructive devices, pitting us against each other. For those who are asleep, their foundations weak, are easily captivated by fine-sounding arguments that are rooted not in truth, but in division, rage, and revenge. We will be held accountable for all of this. Is it not easier to resist at the beginning than at the end of this chaos?
of oppression.
A spoonful of depression with unstable fits.
Unhealthy trips which leave you feeling alone.
Where you roam, empty in a room full of people.
Biggest clown in the smallest circus.
Worthless, uncertain.
Afraid with your own thoughts in an empty parking lot.
You'll never be able to stop
These red devils and ghosts, they both say no to way to fix.
this dreary head of yours.
A victim of your own mind.
You align with a better way.
Keep the mad woman at bay. You decide it's time to play.
lost and confused. But let's not wait for this storm to pass. Why not instead sing? Yes, we were made to do that after all. For we can't wait for the right moment to let our spirits dance free. For when the storm rages at its worst, we must dance in the darkness. Lean in. You'll feel the music in your spirit. We were made for this moment, and we must get back to work. Calm in the chaos.
You know, I was once an apprentice, just like you, and I'm still learning too. Sometimes my empathy causes me to care a little too much for people, and I lose sight of what I'm made of. But you just wait and see. I'm getting back on track. I'm learning to say no to people like Naveen. Sometimes you have to say no to the good things, things that take you away from what you're meant to be doing. Hey, maybe you can help me stay on track? Help me stay focused a little? Ooh, like a partner. Oh, like a let's stick together like fly paper partner. I'll be the fly and you can be the paper. And we'll be super joyful, like radiant, like a super fly team. Hey, we should let everyone know, like run madly through the mud puddles, roar dancing, cartwheels through tick-infested fields. We'll get all muddy, and those itty-bitty bugs will get caught in our teeth because we're just smiling so wide. But then we'll swallow the bugs and get a stomachache, and we'll have to drink that yucky pink goo that's all messy and squishy and... Right, focus. You're going to get at that. We're going to make a great Superfly team. Okay, now the shelter room isn't going to fix itself. Let me teach you a little something. We'll need this here screw gun, and this here is a bit box. And inside, tons of bits. Glorious bits of all different shapes and sizes, but they all work together to get the job done. Don't lick them though, they taste like burnt hair. And you don't want to get them stuck to your tongue. Trust me, that really hurts. And you gotta keep your bits together. You lose one bit and you've got trouble. That's why we got us here this trusty bit box, holding all these glorious bits safely inside. Now, you got all that? Good. All right then, it's stopped raining. Shall we go to work? Dance alone in the rain? Ooh, we should make up a dance. Yeah, like a bitty bit dance. Oh, like a get your itty bitty bits in the bitty bit box. Come on, dance along.
Mental illness that I wear, these highs and lows, they sometimes get the best of me. But I return red. I stay the course, just as you must do. Wherever you are, I'll pick you back up. I promise I'll make this right. I won't stop searching for you.
blisters have left. Dirty hands have left me with blisters that just won't heal. I want something so much more, something that doesn't leave such a stain, something without pain. Endless digging of the earth for what? I know there is something bigger and better out there for me. I want a name, a purpose, to be part of the grand story, with a name that will be remembered.
Show me a man, an honest mission. Show me the race, I'll run the distance. Longing to give and taste forgiveness. Settle the rush to chase submission. Open my eyes and soul to listen. Submission. When will we realize what we're made for?
Mara, how can you write at a time such as this?
How can I not write? Would you rather me roll over and play dead? Sit here, frozen with my anxiety. No, Kata, this is my moment.
Well, it's definitely not mine.
How can you say that? Are you not alive right now, in this time?
Obviously.
Well then, this is your moment. You're being woven into Kalani's great tapestry as we speak. If you weren't alive and part of it all, then you wouldn't be standing right here in front of me. And your hands there. They prove you're alive and part of it all. Why would you hide such incredible gifts? Yes, these are valuable, beautiful tools, a necessary part of the tapestry.
No, it's hard work, and I'm not made for that.
You don't have to tell me about hard work. I live with it, right here. This mental illness tries to destroy me every day, but that's why we have each other and this great story that we're all a part of.
Dee and her friends seem to have it so easy. They live this foolproof life.
It's all smoke and mirrors. You have no idea what kind of a life those people live. They're offering up an easy life full of lies. Rather than supporting the hard work that we do, they crave to take it all away and have control over us. And Kata, it is hard work. But that's why we have each other. And we always seem to be tearing each other down or wanting someone else to do our job. We actually need to accept the fact that together, in our differences, we can make a pretty great team.
I don't know. I'm just so tired. Digging the earth up day in and day out is relentless.
Well, then find people to help that are made for just that. Look at Red. She knows these woods, earth like the back of her hand, and yet she is alone in it. Together, you just might make a great team.
Red. She has one big past full of a lot
Wisdom? Redemption? She just needs people to remind her for important part. And she is lost, Kata. I failed her. Left her alone in those woods when she was at her frailest. I have to go to her. I fear if Wolf gets a hold of her, well then, who knows what could happen. Here. I haven't fully finished typing it up yet, but hold on to it for me. It's the next part of the story. Stay strong, Kata. Deepen your faith and renew your love, and it will enable you to stay the course even when you are tired from the battle.
Come, wholehearted. Can't be half in, must be all of you. Anyone who puts a hand to the plow and looks back is not fit for this story. No procrastinations, no backward looks. Though our cherry tree won't blossom and our strawberries won't ripen, we'll be joyful, do cartwheels, and we'll take heart in our story, gain strength, and run fast like a deer, climbing any mountain. miserable, abused, neglected, worst ever painful, stupid, dreadful past. You have heard my horrible past, have you not?
What was so horrible in your past, Naveen, that keeps you so miserable? Still,
Awful things, oh poor me things.
you know, maybe it's time to talk about, deal with them. We have great people down at the Mission District who would love to lend an ear.
The district? You must be joking.
Excuse me? We're good people, and you should know that. You don't be as people,
But I don't have to see you. Just send my fish over to someone else. I would hardly sit down and tell you my problems. Anyway, I made a bit of a frenzy here. As usual, I need more fish to bring to Alazonia. Hey, you! Hey, no! By any chance, do you know how to make fish?
Not my specialty, but I do know that using a good pole, some worms, and just watching and waiting might do the trick.
No, thank you. I usually have other people do my work for me.
Yeah.
Because my awful past and all. But I guess I'll just have to show up empty-handed. Of course, I'll blame it all on Rodella. But they'll understand. They know how people treat me. In fact, they'll probably want me to take a long rest. Just sit back and relax for a while. The easy life sounds incredible. Well, don't work too hard, Whitney. You should really try catching your own fish for once. Stop being such a burden on people. If you see Rodella, let her know that she failed me miserably, just like everyone else in my life. Oh, poor me. Pardon me. I really should just carry a sign that says all of that. It really is tiring.
Does she have any idea what she's walking into?
An invitation is offered up to us when, and boy, do they make it sound sweet. A life of smooth sailing, no bumps, no bruises along the way. But in our weariness, we can't fall into this trap. We have to learn how to walk through the storms of life, not drown. And sometimes it takes a hard thing to open our eyes, to get our attention, to make us stop complaining, and to see how full life really can be.
Splendid day, sun is shining, fish are already caught, so there really seems like nothing else to do. Just need to take a nice long nap now in this here marvelous sun, sleep the day away, and forget about everything. Anyone up for a nice long slumber?
I'm in. Yep, nothing but relaxation for me. I may even take a nice long vacation.
That sounds like a great idea, Ashira. Just sit back, kick up our feet with nothing to look at but this great, big, beautiful sky.
We have one easy life, don't we? I mean, I've kind of forgotten what the definition of work even is. We haven't done it in so long. With everything RD gives us, it just makes for one big, easy life. Let's say you put down that fishing pole and then pick up something better.
Think you may be hard of hearing, Ashira. Maybe you should just take the pull away from him. Sometimes force is the only way to get someone's attention.
Good idea. I mean, it's for his own good and all. We just don't want him to work so hard. He just needs to submit and understand that.
Excuse me, how about I take that heavy load off you, fine sir? It's time to put down your pole. As you can see, we have plenty of our own style fish to feed the entire town.
Got them in all different colors too. Bet you can't do that.
I think you two have said enough for today. I can take it from here. And you two can run along now. We have no need for your flowery words or flashy slogans. Or fish.
Yes, do run along now. I can take it from here. I think you've set the stage perfectly. Plus, I believe you have a new friend waiting for you as well. Surprise! Miss me? Same stubborn spirit, I see. And the same nonsense, ridiculous, needless work. Crack out your tongue, or are you Frank? I don't think your strength is anything like that of your great-grandmother. Why, she was a worthy opponent, but you? I guess we'll just have to find out. I'm not quite sure what to make of you yet. So little, and frail, but you've got some fight in you. Just like that of your great-grandmother. You know, it's kind of nice. You, me, here together in this beautiful storm. Let's say we do something daring, like dance. What's this? Not even a sidestep, a quick little shuffle, or maybe a grand tango. You know, your great-grandmother, she at least stepped into this beautiful melody, symphony of my greatness. Did I mention that she held my gaze even as she was dying? Not even a shudder at the mention of her death, not even a quiver of fear?
I do not fear that which has already been defeated.
Yes! There's that beautiful voice that has been haunting me for centuries. I knew I would hear it again. But, well, you're making me a bit angry. I mean, I did come here in full revenge for a grand fight that, well, has been brewing for some time now. And yet you speak little to no words. I grow restless. Shall we begin?
This battle does not belong to me.
Oh, but it does. And just like that great revolutionist grandmother of yours, you too will be defeated. You and your tiny, exhausted island. I am doing such a good job at tearing them apart. Am I not? I do hope my ever so sly wolf doesn't tear poor Red to pieces too quickly. I mean, she is such an easy target and all. Just waiting for someone to sneak up on her and hand her a little poison. I do say, you have me intrigued. Not easily shaken, are we? Shall I turn up the storm then? Add a little heat? I am the storm after all. And isn't it so much better to be a part of the storm rather than continually trying and picking up after it? I mean, however will poor Red survive one more storm? You see all of this? Everything out there in this grand stomping ground of mine? Well, it's yours. Yes, I'll give it all to you. The power, the earth, the sky, the sea, everything, it's yours. What do you say? One quick dance, burdens lifted, the difficult load of leading these people vanished. The tiring telling of an age-old story that holds no relevance, gone. And this endless slumber at the feet of yours truly.
I will not dance with death, will not serve or bow down to a lie. You know the story. When you destroy one of us, 1,000 more will pop up. Have at it.
Haven't your way then, for I do know the story. Many will fall in the meantime. I have ripped your workers apart, and they are now ready to join me. I do hope you are prepared for what you are about to cause. This is not me leaving. It is just the start of me.
The test is over, my friend. But do not fear, for victory lies ahead. So I believe this is the part where you flee. Come on, Fred, please, can you hear me? The tincture, of course, yes. Kata, you are priceless. Fred, come on. Drink this down. It will bring you back. Come on, you have to take this. It will counteract the poison that she gave you. A bit more. Here we go now. You're okay. You can be okay.
The moon and the stars, Amara, they're here, but you left me again and again, and I am tired of dead.
But I'm here now, and you are very much alive. Brought you back thanks to Kata.
The breath on my lips, claws on my skin, I mean, it happened so fast, I am such a big.
Not now. We must stand and
Tell my story, my horrible story. No, I am so sick.
listen to me, Red. We are woven into Kalani's great tapestry, both of us, and nothing, do you hear me? Nothing will ever separate us from that.
Nothing. Not the trouble of hard times, the hunger and homelessness, nothing, right? Nothing will separate us from this beautiful story.
That's right, Red. Nothing.
Hear it, the land, it cries out when it's broken.
And we will rise up and tend to it. Yes, you and I together, we will tend to it.
I just knew I needed to fight for you. So I did. So, you coming? We have a tapestry to heal and a story to keep fighting.
I say we burn the tapestry. Leave our own story.
Build a story, we have another one. No, we'll continue to do as we always do. Lure them to sleep with beautifully soft but anger and hostile-filled lullabies.
Artie seems like she lost this one, though.
Be careful what you say! Recite our part of the story before you forget. Now!
Fine. Artie swore that she'd climb to the heavens, take her throne over the stars. But she didn't make it. Instead of climbing up, she came down, with a full vengeance terrorizing all of Earth and its kingdoms, turning Earth into a moonscape, wasting away its cities and shutting her prisoners to a living death. I know the story. It seems like so many are set free. What are we doing wrong?
Nothing! Maybe we lost one, but we caught two. Seems like a win to me. And trust me, they're all weary and worn down. They judge each other, picking on each other's flaws. They're a mess.
And this makes them easy targets. Our work will never be done as long as they act like this, full of fear and tearing each other apart. Yes, I remember. This is our time.
And RD won't stop until she has an army of her own. And we just enlisted 2 more. What say we go and check out what these lost, weary souls have to offer? Yeah. Seems like a win to me.
That for sure was some hard work. I've never seen a storm do so much damage. But I think this time we repaired that mission roof much stronger. I'd like to see the next storm tear that roof right off. Whoosh, whoosh, take that, you nasty storm.
Odella, where on earth have you been? I've been waiting for those fish you promised to make me, but somehow yet again you failed me horribly.
I was busy. I mean, you must have seen the district. The storm tore that roof right off, and well, me and my new friend here just helped restore it. Yup, that's right. Fly paper partners we are.
Friend, really, Odella, your only friend is me. And if you don't hand over more fish, well then, I might just have to defriend you.
Don't think you're in my bit box.
Excuse me? Well, I hope I'm not in your bit, whatever you just said. Now then, get away from that there thing that is following you and come follow me. Yes, follow me. In fact, come you who are heavy laden and follow me. Me, for I will give you rest.
You're not only branded like RD now, but you're twisting our words just as she does. And I'd love to rest, but there's too much work to do. And I'm good at what I do. When I do my own work, it's like eating lightning. Yeah, it gets me all fired up. And this here friend of mine, he's got a part too. We're just a bunch of glorious bits of all different shapes and sizes working together to get the job done. Can't let you distract me.
You're a fool, Adela. A fool. You know what? I don't need you. RD has offered me an easy life, and everyone will know the name Naveen because who RD will turn me into. That's right. Big flashy lights with my name, not yours.
Don't want to be up there with your big flashy lights, and I don't think you're you anymore. RD has changed you. It's time for Kalani's story, Naveen. Come with me. I know our work is hard, real, true. RD can only offer you lies.
RD offers me a life of happiness and ease. Kalani, her story is not only outdated, but it's too hard of a life. I fit right in with RD. And I do hope RD isn't too angry when she finds out you won't produce more fish. You think the last storm was bad, Adela? Just wait until you see what she can do the next one. Oh, poor me. Poor me. How awful to watch such destruction. Oh, I will have nightmares. RD must help me forget such terrible things. Erase all the nightmares. Yes, she makes all things good. Glad I know whose side I'm on, who protects me when the next violent storm blows in.
Now then, no weaving for Naveen. We have much to do. Are you wearing them? How beautiful. I'm so excited, like run tight circles through dandelion fields excited. Come on, our friends are waiting.
refurbished flower. I've been handpicked, clipped through the thicket of rubble, in a struggle of 1,000 mistakes that I cannot retake but for his sake. I've been picked, chosen, you might say, for this very day.
You're really getting in my way of a pleasurable life, Red. You're a bit of a hindrance to my progress. A constant, what might I call you? Refurbished failure. Yes, has a ring to it. And I just keep feeding you this poison again and again, and yet you still stumble your way back up. And this just seems to keep falling apart. Let's say we do something about it once and for all. Listen, I can make you a new one that lasts longer. One that doesn't fall apart so easily either. Why is it that everything you do seems to be so hard? I dare say you're in need of a well-deserved break. Oh, and Ashira, be sure to give her something for those shakes. Detoxing is such a drag and all. Come find me when you like a more permanent fix. Oh, and Red, let Kalani know I'll be back. Yes, like a roaring dragon, I'll be ready to pounce on anyone that I find napping.
These shadows don't belong to me anymore.
Candy, sugar, spice, anything.
So how did she dazzle you? You know, what insecurity did she prey on to lure you in?
We've got all sorts of goodies to fix here.
Goodies? I mean, you call that good? Maybe in some upside down world. I mean, do you even know what you're handing out? That so-called candy is a drug that is causing millions of deaths. And it looks like candy. It tastes like candy. For the first few times, it feels good, but then look, you're shaking for the very poison that's trying to kill you. And you want to hand that out with a phony smile causing millions to fall. So let me ask you again, what did it cost you? What did you have to give up in order to fit in, to be accepted with RD's miserable crowd? And don't give me a scripted line. Tell me truthfully, what insecurity did she mess with?
I aspire to be just like her one day. Everybody will know my name and finally accept me.
Accept you? But who are you when you wear her name? I mean, you're someone else. You've completely lost yourself, and for what? To become a clone like the rest of them? I know it's hard. Trust me, my whole life I felt alone, couldn't quite fit in, and that candy only isolated me more. And in my shortcomings, insecurities, and failures only taught me with an incredible grace to get back up and keep going. What RD offers you will only make you fall. I mean, there's no value in that. And whatever you had to give up in order to become just like her, trust me, it will eat away at you. And no matter how hard you try to tear me apart, I will keep getting back up, keep working harder at what I'm doing, and it will be worth it. Look at that. Through all it's been through, it shines a little brighter.
She doesn't deserve anything good from you, Red. She completely ruined your gardens, and yet here you stand, giving her what little you have left.
She can have anything she wants. Why would I hold back anything good for her when she desperately needs it? Here, let this remind you of the truth in everything we've just said. Ashira, there is always redemption from the mistakes we've made. anyone make them. Wrong. Only you could create something beautiful out of this. And you must create it because I'm alive because of it. You need to own this gift of yours, Kata. Step into it.
Sounds a bit familiar, huh, Red? And Kata, you can't be half in. You must be all in with the work that you do. For anyone who puts a hand to the plow and looks back
Is not fit for this story. No procrastinations, no backward looks. Those hands of yours, Kata. Those beautiful, life-saving hands were a stain of a dedicated worker, willing to do anything to ease the pain of those who suffer.
I realize the hard work I must do. I see how it benefits everyone. Sometimes it takes something hard we go through to open our eyes, get our attention, to stop us from complaining.
Sounds like someone's been living out the story.
Claudia,
Oh, my poor Red. It seems like you've been listening to those awful lies spoken about you again. But I'm glad to see that you have great friends who can lift you back up. See how one gift helps another's gift, and in unity and hard work, they build each other up.
Hope you have room for one more. This here's my new Argyle friend. Keeper's Argyle knee-highs. How beautiful.
We always have room at the table for as many who need a seat.
Show me your story. Amara, thank you for taking these old torn letters and restoring them for us. The letters will fade and crumble with time, yes, but could you imagine if they were brought to life in us? If we lived what they said? Even in our weariness, even in the toughest of times, they would live on.
Yes, Kata. Though the storm rages on, and it will continue to do so, nothing could ever separate or stop us from telling our story. So, Kalani, what story do you have for us tonight?
Yes, I believe this will be a good one for us. A reminder of where we've been and where we are going. Our story begins long ago with a great fleet of voyagers fleeing from an oppressive kingdom. They were called rebels, extreme revolutionists, for they fought for the truth against a kingdom that offered them sweet lullabies, singing its people into a content slumber. My great-grandmother was one of these revolutionaries. She came here to this very island with the seeds that we use today to grow our crops and feed our land. But with these voyagers came R.D., the great red dragon. She had good intentions at first, but soon grew greedy, wanting fame, glory, and power all to herself. She divided and scattered the villagers away from each other. Unity was broken, and a great war broke out. The land still moans to this very day because of this great loss. But the villagers, they rose up, fighting for truth, and kicked R.D. off the island. But not before she managed to tear and scatter the pages of our great story. She swore that one day she would come back and seek revenge. And that day is upon us today. But we do not live in fear of this day, for we have hope. Nor are we living this story alone or blazing some untested trail. For all of these voyagers have blazed the way for us. All of these veterans are cheering us on. And so we better get on with it. Working together, running, never quitting but planting these seeds of truth like those before us. Sometimes it may feel like the burden is just too heavy. It will be like climbing the steepest of mountains in the fiercest of winter storms, only to have the seeds be taken by the wind when you've reached the very top. But little do we know that these seeds will have traveled to faraway places we could have never expected, that they will find rich soil, will sprout and grow. Sometimes we cannot see the results of our hard work. That is why we must gather, go over our story again and again, item by item, this long history of hostility we have plowed through to get where we are today. It takes discipline and hard work. It takes picking ourselves up, dusting ourselves off, and sometimes starting over, realigning ourselves with our purpose, loving each other like our lives depend on it, spreading hope in the midst of chaos, fighting as warriors, finishing as athletes. Remember, everything has a seed. If you plant fear, then fear is what you are going to grow. But if you plant hope and truth, then hope and truth will not only grow, but they will flourish. And it is not the name of my great-grandmother, nor mine, nor any of ours that will be remembered in bright, flashing lights, but it is the seed that we have planted, the truth that will prevail. Yes, that is what this story is about. A story of an endless hope, fighting amidst the fiercest battle. And acting as warriors of truth, we will continue to share this story with anyone who has the ears to hear and the heart to listen.